Hey guys, this is me Chyngyz, and today I have a serious statement to make that I might have just received the easiest scramble set in WCA history. And no, it's not a clickbait. Um, I have done over maybe 50,000 solves over the course of my cubing career, over the course of 8 years, and I can definitely say this is the easiest scramble set of 5 solves that I have received ever in my life. And this happened at an official WCA official average, let's say. So let's get into it. But before that, I have some information. So this was the second round of 3x3 at Uzbekistan Nationals. That was held in Tashkent from 19th to 21st June. So there were, let's outline 3 cubers that were pretty fast at 3x3. So that's me, Timofey Tarasenko, and Omidjon Zafarov. These are the guys who had sub-7 average officially before entering this competition. So let's consider them as top cubers globally. And both Timofey and Omidjon were solving in the first group, and I was solving in the second group, and I received this scramble set. So let's get into it. This is the first scramble. You can already see how crazy this is. I saw this in inspection, and I just immediately saw this pretty easy double X cross. I think anyone who is sub 10 can see the solution. So I start off my solution with putting the green cross edge, then putting this huge block, then I finish the cross with a blue cross edge and finish this block. And just like that, in 8 moves, we have a double X cross. Can you believe it? Wow. And probably I was at this stage at 1.1, so this was a pretty crazy pace for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't predict anything more in the inspection. I just got shocked with the scramble that I started off my solve immediately, even before the 8-second inspection mark didn't hit. So here I did a pretty unusual solution for me. Probably here I would have done this pair, but I decided to solve this pair in front of me, do a sledge, and solve this pair, and insert it like this. Here I did 2 soons and finish off with T-pair. This was a 5.32 single, the best single of this average, and also I think the easiest scramble I have ever received in the WCA competition. This has so much potential, and I can now show you the alternative solution that could have been sub 5. So right here in my solution, probably I wouldn't have seen it in an official solve, but here's a creative solution I found. So I can create a pseudo pair here by inserting this edge first, and now I have a pretty easy insert right here, and I would have gotten a much easier last layer and the U-perm, and this would 100% would have been a sub 5 solve that would resulted probably in a national record single, which is 4.92. This scramble had so much potential, and I'm kind of sad that I wasted it in such fashion. But let's move on to the second scramble. So I absolutely bombed the second and third solve, which were both 8-second solves. I don't really want to show my solutions. I just will show the best solution that I would have done if I was in my best state. So as you can see, this is again a pretty easy white cross with a double with just an X cross in 5 moves. So look, we have this edge, we have its corresponding corner and cross edge. So I think I started off my solution. I don't really remember, but so I put this red cross edge, then I put this green cross edge, and at the same time we can see that X cross would be created, even if we just solve just the cross. So we finish off the cross with inserting this blue cross edge. So Here are like an easy 3 mover, or we can insert the spare in the back. But let's say we see this 3 movers. So here I would have done probably something like this. I would insert this with an edge slash to give me a easier third pair. Finish off the solution like this. Honestly, there are a lot of solutions that I can explore here, but as you can see, it was a pretty easy scramble again, like a 5 move or 6 move X cross. Pretty easy. A lot of creative solutions could be here as well. This was an 8-second solve. I really regret I couldn't use this scramble to its fullest potential. And let's move on to solve 3. So this is the third scramble. As I said, this was also an 8-second solve. I don't know why or how in the world I got this. So as you can see, like, this scramble is also easy. There are easier crosses on both white and yellow. So look, I don't really remember which cross I started off, but just let me show the best solution here. So we have the white cross. The cross could be solved in just like 4 moves, but I have a better solution at the yellow cross, and we can already plan our first pair if we do that. So let's put the red cross edge first, then the blue one, and finish off the cross with F2. So here we have our pair in the back. So we do it. Then we have a second pair that is a 3 mover. Easy double sexy move. Then we have this 4th pair. Pretty easy last layer. And I really believe if I have done the solution, this would have been sub 5 as well, with the TPS and the look ahead that I have. But anyways, let's explore the solution on the white cross, because it's also very easy. Let me see. So I see also in my first pair. So let's start off with putting the orange, blue, red, and green cross edges. Finish out with D2. So the first pair I saw in inspection would be this one, and immediately I see that the second pair would be solved. And let's insert that. Let's say we'll solve the third pair like this. Then 4th pair, insert like this. Then this would be ZBLL. And yeah, this is also a pretty good solution, but in my opinion, the solution from the yellow cross would have been much faster and easier to have a higher TPS on. So let's move to scramble 4. As you can see, all first 3 scrambles are so easy. They had so much potential. I just didn't use them. At this point, my average was pretty much dead. I didn't hope on anything on 4th and 5th scrambles, but let's get into that as well. And you won't believe what we have on our 4th scramble. Please look at the yellow cross. All the 3 cross edges are solved in 1 move, and the whole cross can be solved in just 2 moves. Just D and R2. That's it. Oh my god. And in the inspection, the easiest pair you could see is this red blue one. So let's do that. Then we have this easy second pair that we can break up into a 3 mover. Here I see a solution for 3rd and 4th pair immediately. So if we take this out, break it into solve this pair, so we'll break the 4th pair into a 3 mover. Then we have a pretty easy OLL and a PLL. So I suppose this solution would have been like a 5.5, 5.7. Pretty easy solution as well. But let's see what could have been different. I don't really see a better solution. So let's say we started off like this. Let's say our first pair would have been this. So let me solve it like this. Then the second pair. This is not a really good continuation. So I suppose the first solution would have been better. Yeah, as you can see, just a 2-move cross. Where else did you see this in the same scramble set? This is still crazy. And at this point, I was so mad at myself that I didn't use this whole scramble set to its full potential, because on the 4th solve, I would have easily logged the NR average, which is currently 6.1. So yeah, let's get into our last scramble. So here we are onto our last scramble. On this solve, I got a 5.39, which was a counting solve. I got an oil skip on this one. So here we see a yellow cross, white cross that is not really easy to solve. It could be done in 6 or 7 moves, I suppose. But for me and for most people who are solving both white and yellow cross would have been much easier, as we can easily predict this, see this pair in inspection, and also solve cross in like 5 moves. So we have this red cross edge, blue cross edge, green cross edge, and orange cross edge, which is easily solved like this. Then we have this pair in inspection. Honestly, I saw 2 pairs, so it was this pair in the back as well. So once I finish off this pair, I go immediately to the second one, finish off the third pair. Now onto the fourth with an oil skip, and finish off my solution like that. And as you can see, this is also a pretty easy 5-move cross solution with an easy predictable first and even second pair. So now let's explore the solution for a white cross. I don't think it's really gonna give us something good, but this is how I would do it. First pair, second pair, third pair, and yeah, it's not really good. So anyways, you can see the whole scramble set is very easy. I think anyone who's in a good condition, good state, who's just sub 7 solar would have gotten sub 6 on this. I don't know why I was so nervous. My last 4 souls were judged by Timofey Tarasenko, and even during inspection I saw his reaction to the scrambles. It was crazy. And on this video, I expect a lot of feedback from the general community, from especially top ranked fast cubers. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think we can consider this the easiest scramble set in WCA history, or at least one of the easiest? And I have put so much effort into making this video. Please like and subscribe, and let me know your opinion in comments, and see you the next time.